Howdy, lieutenants and economists.
The most volatile, evil, disgusting things on the planet, humans. If you have a video request, you can always go to assholeconsulting.com.
Yeah, I am gonna charge you, kids. And that is the importance of not fucking up.
You are such an asshole!
Hello, boys and girls. The old captain here. We're going to answer a question I have answered many times. I've answered this so many times. A piece of me wants to write a book about it, but there's been a book already written on it, several books that have addressed the topic. Rich Cooper, over at Entrepreneurs in Cars, has a video on this. We talked about it on his podcast, Group 21, Red Man 21. It has been, but guys, we got to get this one out here. Share it, send it to people. I'm going to write a piece. I wrote half an article already for Return of Kings while I was waiting at the airport. So look for that maybe. But I'm going to go over the basic tenets of this question again. And I'm going to repeat my question again. And we can save millions of hours, billions technically, of human lives if we learn this important lesson that's in this video. All right, so I'm going to go over this again. If you want to actually solve this problem, this epidemic, please forward this to some young men. We can forward it to women, but it's not addressed to women. And we're going to make some real progress, okay? But let's answer this for the 5th time. I think this is what it is. Hey, asshole, I'm a 21-year-old male, and getting girls is a problem for me. I'm still a virgin and will not be losing it very soon. Never had any actual relationships with a girl in my entire life. Used to struggle making moves on girls, and I would let my anxiety and cowardness consume me, but I've controlled that recently. But the fear of rejection still bothers me. A problem for me is having a crush on a random girl I barely know. Well, that's your fault. Why are you crushing on a girl you don't know? That's the first step right there. You are getting emotionally involved with someone you don't know. You like the idea of falling in love or having a cute girl, but you fall in love with the idea, not the girl itself. That girl is not a fucking thing, dude. It's not a fucking thing. It's a human being. And I hate to sound like a feminist, she's got rights, and you have to convince her to go out with you. This is not like, oh, I really like, old Cappy, he really likes. If you guys want to make the captain happy, you'd go buy him a 2012 GT Mustang and take it over to the Shelby shop over in Las Vegas and have him put the Super Snake package in it. That's what I'm not going to have that car. It's an egregious expense. But I know better. I live in the real world. It's a thing, right? This is a human. You have to convince her to go out with you. And thankfully, if you do it right, it's going to cost a lot less than a Super Snake Shelby. And she doesn't know who I am, which hurts because I will never get that girl. Well, that's because you're a pussy and a coward and you won't approach her. You just look at her from... That's where stalker comes in, dude. You're a stalker. Congratulations. You're a sick, fucking, twisted creep. You're the definition of creepy. You didn't even talk to her. You don't even know whether you should like her. Do you know that most women, most pretty girls will talk themselves out of attractiveness? Do you know that? You'll be like, dang, I'd like to bang that. And then you listen to her and she is so dumb and so stupid that you're like, man, if we bred genetically, our kid would come out really dumb. I'm a pretty smart guy, but I can't overcome that level of stupid. You gotta realize it's just looks, man. You gotta realize it's just looks. And then you gotta get over this, oh yeah, she doesn't know who I am. Knock that fucking shit off now. Just knock that fucking shit off. You're not even talking to a girl and you're following Werv. Marriage. Usually obsessed over a girl, right? I find it attractive to find myself stalking her on social media page, right? You think you got a mental issue, dude? You think maybe you should knock this off? I mean, you can go get therapy if you'd like, but what you should do is you should knock it the fuck off. Okay? And on top of it, we won't say where, but you're Asian, and that just fucking makes the stereotype worse. All right? So do your brothers and sisters, do your tribe a favor, and don't fit this fucking stereotype. Knock it the fuck off. But I have made progress for myself. Good. As a 5'8" male, it's not easy. Been going to the gym and lost 20 to 35 pounds. Now here's some hope. You're making self-improvement. This is the right path to go down. Also increase my bench press by a good amount. Good. Rock stylish and conservative haircuts as well. Haircut really doesn't matter. What is the best way for me to have a girlfriend to stop feeling lonely and obsessed over girls? All right. You get women by not chasing them. You get women by knocking it the fuck off by putting them number one and first and foremost in your life. You are a sad, pathetic man. You are sad and pathetic. You have nothing else in life, so you're going to go get a girl. Now, you're also a weakling and a coward and I don't know what else. It's just wimpy in an intellectual sense, in that you won't dare ask a girl out, you won't approach her, you won't, you're what is it, but the fear of rejection, say, oh my God, he's so fucking pathetic. No girl is going to go on out with you, or want to go out with you. You think they're a thing that you can buy at Walmart, and they said, no, they have to be convinced to go out with you. And you sitting there moping and pining, you don't even ask them out. You hope. You're like people on welfare. You just hope the government will make everything better. You take any responsibility, any power you have, and you give it to the girl. You say, well, I hope she asks me out. Please notice me, the sad, pathetic man in the corner. Please notice. I'm going to stalk you on Facebook. They don't know you. It's the same thing with welfare people. Government, here's my vote. Take care of me. Here's all my hope. Here's all my power. Here's all my control. Take care of me, government. And you just sit there and wait and wait. And you think girls are going to ask you out? Forget whether you're good looking or ugly or noticeable or even... You think girls... Wait, did you think that equality thing would apply universally? That women would ask men out in equal amounts? They would have the courage? Dude, we learned that shit was over in the 7th grade. Girls are not equal to men when it comes to courage and balls and asking things, and among some other things as well. You have to ask the girl out. You have to sell yourself to the girl, right? So your courage strategy of being pathetic and a coward and cowering in the fucking corner ain't gonna cut it. No girl's gonna come ask you out. No one's gonna save your sad fucking pathetic ass. You gotta go out there and get the girls. You gotta ask them out. You gotta be aggressive. Now here's the problem. What do you offer them? What do you offer them? Here there's some hope because you are going the right way. Now you were fat and I asked you, like, how much you were 180 at 5'8". That's fat. That's fat. No girl's gonna go out with you. And then now you're down to 150. That's not bad. You're depending on the size of your frame. I'm a smaller frame guy, so I'm down in the 140s. You're a little shorter than me. Oh wait, hang on. No, you. Where are you? I'm sorry. I read what I wrote. All right, you're down to 160, 165. You still need to lose a little bit of weight. And then you sent a picture, and you're not a bad-looking dude. You're not a bad-looking dude. Maybe you got a little baby fat left on you, maybe another 10 pounds, depending on how much that's going to be converted into muscle. I mean, you could still be 160, and you might want to trim down in the face. I mean, go no-carb diet, all right? That'll help out a lot. Keep going to that gym. Maybe run a little bit. Don't overdo it. But you got a good-looking face. You're a good-looking kid. And you got that progress, so that's the number one thing done. Right? You are getting down into a physically attractive man. That's in your control. The other big problem, one of the big problems though you're going to face, aside from your cowardice and your pussificationness, you're short. Now that's not under your control. You can't make yourself any taller. But you have to acknowledge that at 5'8", the vast majority of girls are not going to be interested in you. You got to date really short. Okay? Now this is going to be a big hurdle. This may damn well explain 80% of the reason the girls aren't even going to go out with you or don't even notice you. Right? But you got to realize your height you don't control. You do control who you ask out. Now me personally, I've never actually had that much trouble with tall women. I think half the gals I dated were taller than me, which is not a huge accomplishment on the part of statistics. But very few would stick around. Very few would stick around with me. Because deep down inside, every girl wants a guy who's taller than them. So for ease of your sake, you're going to have to date really short, like 5'4" and below. And even most 5'4" girls are going to want to go outside. Maybe even cut it down to like 5'2" and 5'0", and then there's very small statistically percentage of the population. But acknowledge this variable, this hurdle, this insurmountable cliff that you're facing, because it can't be surmounted. Your height is your height. The majority of girls are not going to date a guy who's 5'8". So you're going to have to go with really short girls, all right? So that may explain a lot of what you're running into. Right now, your chances are 0 with your attitude. Your chances when you understand the concept of the philosophy I'm trying to teach you now will go up to, well, infinitely more, because any increase is infinitely more than 0. But still realize you got an uphill battle, right? That's so you're not going to be Henry Cavill, you're not going to be Clive Owen, you're not going to be George Clooney. You're just not. You're 5'8". That's how it is, all right? So you're going to be going for the smaller girls, shorter girls. So with that in consideration, that handicap is a literal handicap that you don't control. You're going to tailor your strategy for the shorter girls. You're going to keep losing a little bit of weight, not too much more. You don't want to go too thin. Good looking. You got pretty good hair. I have to admit, your hair coming like, well, what's a conservative rock? You know, like, yeah, you got that down. Clothes, I'm not a big believer in the clothes thing. But what the final frontier, and this is a big, long frontier, and it's going to take you 5 to 10 years to deal with it, is what else are you offering to these women? What are you going to bring to the table? How are you going to sell yourself to the women? And here's a problem you face that every 21-year-old male faces no matter what. You're a blank slate. You're a nobody. You're not interesting. Now, there's a bunch of 21-year-olds, dude, I'm interested. No, you're not. You're not. Okay? You're so young, you have so little life experience that there's nothing in terms of interest, intrigue, experience, observations, humor, wisdom, entertainment value that you can bring to a girl. Some girls do fall in love. They like guys who are a little bit younger. I'm not saying you can't be 21 and not have some experience. There's some that be a little bit of some interest. But what you want to aim for is becoming the world's most interesting man. Now, how do you become the world's most interesting man? Let me ask you this. Can you see the world's most interesting man chasing girls around like you do? But you don't even do that. You just do because you're too afraid to even approach him. The world's most interesting man, guys who end up getting girls, say, fuck the girls, I got more important shit to do, namely, improve and enjoy my life. This is why the red pill community is so adamant about self-improvement in males. It is the only real long-term way you're going to get girls, both quality and non, although for your age quantity probably would be quality. It's how we improve in our careers. It's how we enjoy our lives. It's how we achieve financial success. It's how we go and live life. Right? You take the guy who sits there and plays his video games, never goes to the gym, never goes running around, never goes adventures, never develops hobbies or whatever else, and you compare it to the world's most interesting man who comically, fictitiously skydives, bowls overhand, fights sharks, the gimmick, the skit. But whereas nobody can really become the world's most interesting man, you can develop hobbies and interests that not only you enjoy, but will give you flavor, that will age you well, like a fine scotch, and age you into a fine man. Now, what are these hobbies and interests that you say? Well, there's some mandatory ones. You should be working out all the time. Well, not all the time, but you should be working out. You should be dieting correctly. You should be pursuing some kind of career or profession that pays a good salary, and unfortunately that means it's going to be hard and difficult. Nowadays you can hope for location independence, so you're computer programming something over the interwebs, but it's got to be something that brings in the dough, allowing you the budget by which you can go and adventure and have a good time and all that other stuff. You could also be a minimalist. I'm not saying you have to make a lot of money, but you have to understand that the valuable thing in life is your experiences, and that your job is not your life. Your career is not your life. Your career is a tool to generate the money so you can go live life. And then once you get those kind of 3 key things, your finances in order, you get a good degree, get a good profession, then it's what you fill your life with afterwards and your own personal interest that truly forms you into the ultimate man that you're going to become. Now, what that is, it really doesn't matter, as long as you have an interest in it. My interests, again, are motorcycling, mountain climbing, fossil hunting, agate hunting. What else do I do? I like guns. I enjoy running, even though I prefer to hike. I golf. What else? And then from an intellectual standpoint, I consume a voracious amount of philosophy and history podcasts. All right? Aaron, why do you do those things? Is it to get chicks? No. Nope. I just want to do it because that's what I wanted to do. And although I am not an Ewan McGregor motorcyclist, nor am I a Stefan Molyneux philosopher, nor am I a, what is it? Who is the guy who climbed Mount Everest? I'm not that kind of mountain climber. I am pretty damn good and expert in pretty much all those fields. This creates a flavor. This ages me into an interesting man. Maybe not the world's most interesting man, and not every girl's cup of tea either. A lot of girls hate my guts. You mentioned conservative politics, you're simply not a leftist. They hate your gut no matter how cool you might be. But there are some girls out there that find these various traits, hobbies, characteristics, and fields interesting, attractive. And they're like, oh, really, you do that? Now, in the olden days, when I was your age, and every guy did this, we chased girls. Why? Because we wanted to get them. And how do we get them? We don't know. We just go chase after them. And this is where you run into the almost impossible situation of approaching a girl at a bar. I know. There's PUA and all this other theory and philosophy on how to check girls in game and nagging and all that. If you got time for that, all right? If you got time for that. But the easier way and the better way, and the way you're not going to piss away your life, is improving yourself in whatever endeavors you wish to improve yourself in. Right? So you're not going to the bars trying to hit them up with, hey, how you doing? Your legs must be tired because you've been running around my head all evening. Oh! Or chasing girls, period. In their teens and 20s, where you're going to be wasting your time. You're not going to, you just like them because of the way they look like you do. You're not going to get to know them that well. You stand a much better chance, long-term, focusing on yourself and becoming the best version of you possible. That then when you approach a girl, could be in a meetup group playing volleyball, could be in a bowling group playing volleyball, could be on the internet talking about something, could be you start your own YouTube channel. Some girl says, oh my God, he's so cute, and he talks about raising peppers. You become the greatest hot pepper home grower in the internet. You are the authority of peppers on the internet. And here's this cute girl down Tuscaloosa, Alabama, and oh wow, I like peppers too. And you two meet at a pepper convention. Holy shit, match made in heaven. So that's what I would do, and that's what every guy would do. And that's what I'm always going to recommend. That's what the article's going to be about. This is what it should be boring. Girls don't like boring guys. When they're younger, they're going to go for the big rip dude bros, no matter what. They'll still go for the big rip dude bros when they're older. That's what they're physically attracted to. You don't have that. Most men don't have that. Half the men are unattractive. It's true. You have to go and come up with a better strategy, and the best strategy is to say, fuck what women want, stop chasing them, focus on yourself, and pursue excellence, accomplishments, and achievements. That's what you want to do. Then when you go back, and girls they'll always be there. I mean, you go hiking, there's girls that are hiking. You go fishing, there's girls that are fishing. You'll run into them. And instead of you being this cowardly fucking pansified pussy, looking at them over the internet, not even talking to them, you run in and like, oh, hey, how you doing? Oh, what are you doing? Oh, I'm fishing. Oh, I like how you really, what kind of lure do you? Oh, I use this lure for that type of fish. Oh, you go for that type of fish. Yeah, what are you going for? I'm using this rod. Happens easy, naturally. The other thing is this. If you continue to go down the route you are now, where you put women number one in your life and not yourself, you are going to waste your life and not become the best version of you that you possibly can. So then you will be, this is the worst thing. You will be a washed up, beer drinking, swelling, beer gut, balding, former football player dude bro who's still going to the bars and the nightclubs, trying to pick up chicks, dressed up with a shirt that, has the hair trussed up. Now I do that, but I could pull that off because I'm in fucking shape and I still got my fucking hair. Right? With nothing to sell, though. I got stuff to sell, but you would be like, and you'll probably be some mid-rank, mid-level guy. You've leased your BMW because you can't afford a real one. Your wife divorced you, took half of your marginal assets that you had anyway. You guys had to pay off the debts for the fucking car loan and the boat loan, and your kid's going off to college and you can't afford it. You're fucking lost. Whereas if you do it my way, you may be that 40-year-old, but you got interests and hobbies. You're an interesting fellow. You got more than the, oh yeah, hey baby, I drink scotch, which scotch is good. And that's all you do. Oh, I watched the Green Bay Packers, I watched the Vikings, I watched the Bears, and oh yeah, you wouldn't even be caught at a bar. You'd be out doing something else because that's how interesting and engaging your life is. That's how many hobbies and activities you got. So that's how you get girls. By not chasing them. By not putting them first in your life and not wasting your time going to nightclubs, going to bars, and not developing yourself. Because you could go ahead and chase them, and you're going to win on neither front. And you go ahead and pursue excellence, and you're going to win on both fronts in terms of having a good, interesting life. And then that will attract women because now you have something to sell them. And as I pointed out, I was going to lead onto this. Every 21-year-old, every 18, any young man is in this problem. You just have nothing on your hard drive. You are a glass of water. You are a bland drink. No girl wants to drink you. All right? So you gotta go out and skill up. Level up, man. Become a very interesting person. And it all starts with what you're doing now. You're doing the gym, you're doing that. That's good. Self-improvement. You are on the right. And losing weight is the hardest part. That's one of the hardest things you can do. But I would go pursue your degree, pursue your education, pursue your career. Girls should be down like in 7th or 8th position beneath working out, career, education, skills, learning how to be a mechanic, your hobbies, your friends, your interests, and the girls will come. All right. And then you better learn. No, don't give me this fucking shit about, yo, I'm afraid to reach out. Well, too fucking shit. Too fucking bad. You better go get rejected. Matter of fact, what you should do right now, because I guarantee you will get rejected, you start asking girls out. Read Day Bang and Bang by Roosh. Read those 2 books. And then I want you to go out and practice. And you're not going to get any of these girls, but you're going to get your motherfucking ass beat. And you're going to get inured. You will build up a callus, a tolerance, and it soon won't faze you that you get rejected anymore. You'll laugh it off. Get to that level. The goal isn't even to ask the girls out. It's to get rejected so you don't even notice it anymore. You need to toughen up. But that is in addition to you pursuing excellence, which it seems you've taken the first couple of steps. All right, that's it, guys. If you have any questions, please get my book, Bachelor Pad Economics, and read through that. If you have any more questions specific to your situation, go to assholeconsulting.com and tune in. And send me your requests. It costs money. If you'd like to tune in to something that will help young men and women, tune into the Older Brother podcast or go to olderbrother.com and go to the podcast section and look for the MP3 archives that you could tune in and listen in. I want to say I'm not going to answer this question again, but I have a feeling someone's going to send this in again. And I'm going to charge that person $35 to repeat myself. So let's forward this one so that we can save that poor soul or souls $35 a pop. We can advance and progress and run into new problems that will face us in the frontiers of dating and courtship. All right, I will catch all you kids later. Toodles.